Okay, also joining us, Mario Presence is with us. Mario, great to have you with us. Your reaction to First Lady going to, again, another continent and speaking about safe sex to young adults, despite the fact that, as Dr. Sethi said, they do have a huge problem with AIDS there.
Absolutely. Not only do they have a problem with AIDS, that country has a problem with young people getting married off before they're 18. They're actually big violators of gay rights, what we would call. But more importantly, we're seeing a pattern that's following in American education, where they're introducing these topics to younger and younger audiences. For what reason, we don't understand, we don't quite know. But we do know is it is damaging to the youth of America. It's damaging to the youth of everybody who comes in contact with it, because oftentimes these people feel confused, they're looking for acceptance, and then they find this acceptance only to be medicalized into a system of belief that makes them believe that they're something that they cannot be, and it ends up hurting them. And that's really sad, and that's what we're fighting against, is this indoctrination at the younger and younger level everywhere.
Dr. Sethi, I think, I forget what organization of surgeons and doctors it is, but they've come together and said, condemned essentially, that's my word, gender-affirming surgeries for minors. Wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Well, I think that's the absolute right thing. I mean, I think that these are young kids, and that shouldn't be happening. And I wanted to go back to just one thing that was just mentioned, which I really very strongly agree with, and that is, our youth, we're bringing a lot of this heavy stuff like condoms, etc. A lot of our kids don't understand this. In Kenya, who knows? I would imagine it's the same. And there are so many other ways to tackle these problems like HIV and AIDS. So again, I'm just so disappointed in the Biden administration for doing this. It's just very wrong.
It's like they're not in touch. It's like they don't get it. It's like not only was that a bad political move, but that shows how out of touch again.
The tone deaf part. I'm glad you said that, Bob, because there's something I wanted to also ask Mario about that Jill Biden also said as part of her trip. She spoke to a group of Kenyan women, and here's what she said. When women earn money, nothing better, right? And she said, we invest it in our families, and I know that because I am a working woman. Now, many critics calling that remark tone deaf, considering she's a multimillionaire, and that she is in, this mostly ceremonial position of First Lady. Do you think it would be any real resonance there, and do you think it was inappropriate to say that?
No, it's completely inappropriate, because even the United States Supreme Court Justice, when asked what is a woman, her response was, well, I'm not a biologist. Well, you don't have to be a biologist to figure out, to define a cat. We can define what is a woman. So if she's going to be speaking on women, well, which demographic of women is she talking about? Is she talking about the natural born women? Is she talking about these people who identify as women? Which women are you talking about? So I believe it adds to the tone deafness of her statement.
All right. Thank you so much. You're going to say something, Bob.
I keep trying to tell my wife she's in a ceremonial position, but it's apparently she doesn't.
It goes over very well.
Doesn't work.
No, we're going to leave that one.
Besides the fact that she does work.
There you go. All right. Mario Presence, Dr. Manny Sethi, appreciate it.